This is The Post Up with DJ Trice. I'm running my mouth on everything hot in sports, news, drama, and whatever is blowing up the timeline. Let's get into it. Look at you. Welcome back to a brand new episode of The Post Up. You already know me. I go by the name of DJ Trice, and I stay posted up right here running my mouth about sports. Y'all, it's been like 10 days. My bad. Again, if you are following my journey on social media, you know that I just opened up a studio. I got a lot of new cameras and stuff going in. Big shouts out to Wayfair for helping me to outfit my whole studio space. But all of this to be said, we are coming around the bend and getting things done here. Unrivaled basketball has started. We have not forgotten about the women's basketball side as well with the NCAA. So that is what today's episode is about. It is week 11 in NCAA women's basketball, and things are starting to shake up. Now, before I start the episode, I just want to address some of the comments that I got on social media. I made a video saying that you might as well give them UConn girls those rings, okay? I didn't mean that to be funny. I meant that because I'm not seeing anyone on the landscape that can beat them in the way that they are playing basketball. And so many people called me a hater. So many people said any team can be beaten. You don't know basketball. You must have not been watching. Hey, I'm just telling you my opinion so far, and that is what I believe. Here are the rankings, y'all. The UConn Huskies are still at the top. So I'm not the only person that believes that this is the number one ranked team. And they haven't been beaten yet so far this season. But let's jump into the top 5 teams. And we're going to talk about some things that have also happened with some teams that were below that top 5 that have jumped up to top 20 rankings so far. Let's start off talking about UConn's latest win. They just played Georgetown, and a lot of people are complaining that they don't have tough competition. They're not really playing anybody. But they're beating teams by 40 plus. You know, you also see the kind of level of basketball that they're playing. We're going to see them go up against their competitors and play not the same ways, but they've been consistently having the same game strategy and everything and playing together. So let's just talk about this game real fast, y'all. Sarah Strong had 25 points in this game, shot 10 for 17, 2 for 2 on the free throws. Georgetown's top player scored 8. This is college basketball. We're talking about 8 points, okay? Sarah Strong also had 8 rebounds. She had 5 assists. The big thing that I want to talk about here is the turnovers, right? UConn had 15 turnovers, but they forced 28 turnovers. Defensively, they are playing really, really aggressively on teams and pressing and playing better in transition. So that is why they get these large leads like that, because they forcing turnovers and then converting on those turnovers. So they did play Georgetown, and you can feel how you want to feel about that. But in the first quarter, they scored 20 points. In the second quarter, they scored 31 points. The third quarter was very short for both teams coming out of halftime. They only scored 9 points. Georgetown scored 8 points. So going back and forth there. And UConn finishes the game scoring 23 points in that quarter. More complete basketball. That third quarter was rough for both teams. It looks like Georgetown was putting up a resistance and fighting back and trying to calibrate the game. But again, it's just too much. So the UConn Huskies win that game and continue to be undefeated this season. All right, let's move on to the number 2 ranked team, the South Carolina Gamecocks, who got upset this week. So this is the second loss that they've taken now. They lost to Texas, and they were just upset by the Oklahoma Sooners. I kind of thought this was going to happen. And when it did happen, I posted it on my Instagram story, and my friend said, take this down immediately. But I'm looking at the box score, and honestly, the only thing that happened really was that Oklahoma's entire starting 5 was in double digits, and that was not true for South Carolina. You're going to have to come with that offensive punch, and it was hard for them to defeat Aaliyah Chavez. So I'm excited to see how Dawn manages this younger team. Raven Johnson is still being Raven. I think she had, what she have, 16 points. Tessa Johnson had 19 points. Joyce Edwards had 12 points. Everybody else needs to step up. Whereas the Oklahoma Sooners, Aaliyah Chavez had led her team with 26 points. Everybody else, 19 points, 18 points for Reagan Beers. I mean, you really have to have a collective effort, especially going into some of the months leading up into the tournament, because these teams are trying to upset ranked teams so they can get into the tournament and perform better. Pressure bust pipes kind of thing. Also, a lot of these teams got seniors that are getting older and they trying to prove themselves and move up in some draft rankings. So South Carolina, you got to clean things up. You got to clean things up. There was a lot of turnovers on both sides, but in order to continue to be top ranked, I think you got to step it up a bit. Do I think they're going to fall out of the top 5? No, I don't. I still think they're going to be able to fight their way back. They are well coached. They are have a bunch of talent as well. They play hard, but if you want to compete with the UConns of the world, you can't lose to the Oklahoma Sooners. Again, this game them dropping this game doesn't affect their chances to win overall, or even be in my Final Four for the whole tournament, but we don't want to see you drop games to teams like Oklahoma. But no shade to Oklahoma. They play an exceptional game. I am hoping that this game can be like an awakening for the South Carolina Gamecocks and they can start to get their act together. Really want to see Raven get another ring if possible. The number 3 ranked team is the UCLA Bruins. And if you've been watching me this whole time, you know that I have them slotted to take the whole thing. I hope that Lauren Betts can get a ring. And if this is the year that UCLA is going to do it, this is going to be the year, because time's up. USC is probably going to be a way better team next year. They blew out my alma mater, Purdue. They won 96-48. Oh, my God. Gabriella Jaquez had 25 points. Lauren Betts had 10 rebounds, also had 5 assists. They are keeping strong. They are on a 12-game winning streak and are currently number 1 in the Big Ten. So still rooting for the Bruins to keep trucking along. Their schedule coming up next. They've got Northwestern this week, Illinois, and then they play Iowa, Rutgers. Michigan is going to be a great game. I don't think they have a problem taking down number 10 Iowa, but Michigan, number 7 Michigan, really gave it to UConn and took them down to the wire. So they are going to be competition for the Bruins. That game is February 8th. So I'll update you leading up into the future, but those are just the next 3 games that they got looking for. I think that the Bruins will win clear until the Michigan game, and we'll see how they fare against that powerhouse in the Big Ten. The number 5 team is an undefeated team, y'all. It's Vanderbilt, and it's because Mikayla Blakes is her, okay? Watching them play has been electric. She is averaging 24.8 points, playing 32 minutes in the game. Her field goal percentage is 45%. They beat Michigan, which is crazy good. They also beat LSU. That was the game where LSU got exposed, and I got called the hater again just for saying that they played some competition finally, and it didn't look too great. The next game is the 25th on ESPN at 12 p.m. PT, my time. They are playing South Carolina. Ain't that interesting? I can't wait until that game comes on. I'm going to be glued to the TV because it's really going to show if Mikayla Blakes can continue to carry her team to challenge and beat these top teams, or will Vanderbilt really have to rally to go deeper into the tournament. Now, I can agree that Vanderbilt is a team that could upset teams in the tournament. The kind of dynamic basketball that they play, you really don't know. And again, Mikayla Blakes is her. As long as she stays healthy and the team keeps rallying behind her and getting her looks and all those kind of things, they are a dangerous team to watch for. Still undefeated. Like I said, keep your eyes peeled for that Vanderbilt team, and Mikayla Blakes is her name when you are looking at the box score. To finish out the top 10, I'm rapid fire just going to let you know what I think about the teams. Not that I don't care about the bottom 5, but I think this is a more effective way because in the bottom 5, there have been a lot of teams who've either dipped or came up in the game. Let's go straight to it. Number 6 team is LSU. I get it, y'all. I'm not sleeping on Moki and Malaysia for Wiley and Flage. I'm not sleeping on any of these people. LSU is still a threat, but they are sitting 17-2, number 6. I know that they're going to play well in the tournament. I trust that it's going to happen, so I think they will move up here. Do I have them in my Final Four? No. Will I move them into my Final Four in the near future that I could think of? No. All right. Michigan. Now, this is a team that everybody say can beat UConn. So we going to see. They have moved up one spot since last week. They are 15-2. Louisville is number 8 at 18-3. Don't think they too much of a factor in the tournament. TCU, Olivia Miles, she holding it down, doing her thing there. 18-1. They have moved up one spot. They are now number 9 and number 10. Kind of impressed. 16-2. Iowa. Iowa is holding steady. Actually, they moved up one spot. They were number 11 last week. Kentucky is falling. They've fallen 4 spots. Now they're at number 11. Ohio State has moved up a little bit, but don't really care about that. Michigan State, 17-2 at number 13. Number 14 is Baylor, 17-13. Maryland, they just had a loss handed to them this week. They're 17-3, moved down 3 spots. Oklahoma, even with that upset, they still down 3 spots. They are in 16th place. Number 17 is Tennessee. Number 18 is Ole Miss. Number 19, Texas Tech. And Princeton is number 20. Duke is fighting for their lives, 13-6, trying to break that top 20, but I don't think this their year. They're not really like that, like I said. So that is my top 10 for this week, week 11 for NCAA women's basketball. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you still got your same team, if your team is not looking like what they should be looking like. Again, I still got my Bruins finding a way, hopefully, okay? This would be the year, and I also want LA to have a championship, selfishly, because I live here. But them UConn girls, man, it's hard. It's hard to fight against that UConn pride, that UConn train. Them girls can hoop. The program is great. Sarah Strong is a USA women's basketball player who just got an award. Come on, man. She's in college. So, and then AZ Fudd, this is her senior year. She's still dropping 20 a game. So it's good to see some great basketball going into February, because March is going to be all about the madness. I want you to make sure you like this video, hit subscribe, and then share with your friends, because once March get here, we going crazy. I don't know how much I'm gonna be on the live stream. Okay, I'll be live streaming here. I'll be live streaming there. I'll be doing everything on my channel. So you want to make sure you staying tapped in for all things of my opinion on the NCAA tournament, but also, you know, just talking about it and having some friendly competition in the chat. It's been going down with Unrivaled. If you also want some information about Unrivaled basketball, look at my channel, man. We have been going in every single game, just talking and running our mouths about the different basketball clubs there. So I thank y'all so much for tuning in to this episode of The Post Up. You already know me. I go by the name of DJ Trice, and I stay posted up right here, running my mouth about sports. If you are listening in audio, thank you so much. I appreciate every audio listen as well. Big shouts out to the Revolt Podcast Network for also distributing the audio. I'll see y'all on the next episode. Until then, I'll be posted up right here, running my mouth about sports. All right, that's a wrap on The Post Up. I ran my mouth, said what I said, and now it's your turn. Drop a comment, share it, and come back tomorrow, because I'm not done talking. And make sure you follow me on social media at DJ Trice. That's at DJ TRICEY TRICE. I'll be posted up here, y'all.